if they was living a life, they wouldn't be all caught up in your life. Okay? They wouldn't care what you was doing, who you was doing, okay? Because they too busy in their own business, okay? They too busy in their own lane. They not swerving, okay? They not, trying to move over to yours by paying attention to who you screwing and what you doing. They not into that, okay? Because they so focused. Okay, so this is speaking from personal experience, okay? Before I had my spiritual awakening, right, I pretty much was gossiping about like so many people. And so when I talk about if people was living their lives, they wouldn't be so focused on yours. The reason why people tend to gossip is because they not living their life. You see, I would be so caught up on what somebody else was doing, right? Especially into like celebrity gossip and watching reality shows and stuff like that. It's funny because I don't even watch that like reality shows no more. But it was once upon a time I used to be into that. And the reason being was because it was nothing really going on in my life. Well, nothing that was exciting, nothing that was, that I pretty much looked forward to besides shopping and stuff like that, going clothes shopping and shoe shopping and perfume shopping for somebody to give me a compliment, okay? One of the things that you have to understand is when people talk about you and they gossip about you, honey, that has absolutely positively nothing to do with you, okay? If you are working on yourself and evolving, you're not going to be so focused on what somebody else have to say. Because the more you give them attention, the more it grows, it appears to be. Okay? Because what we have to understand and come to realize is energy grows where energy goes. And so, I had this I remember one time and also you got to be mindful of the seeds that you plant. Because if you just talking about people and you like, well, that's not going to come back to me or whatever it is like that. Oh, yes, it will. It'll come back because energy is real. Okay. And the type of energy and the type of seeds that you plant, like my grandmother always used to say, she would say, you're going to reap what you sow, right? And if you are a person that gossip or they gossiping about you, you may be on your job, honey, and they talking about you and you may be like, well, why are they talking about me? And it has nothing to do with you. You got to understand that because if they were happy, honey, this is one of the things that I started realizing. If I'm happy and I'm thinking about what I got going on in my life, okay, and I'm staying in my lane, I don't have time to be wondering who the person is sleeping with, what they doing, where they baby daddy. Like, I ain't got time for that, okay? Because one is very low vibrational. That's one. And then two, you gonna reap what you sow. So get to a place where it's though when people say certain things about you, it doesn't even affect you. And for so long, I would be, insecure. If somebody was whispering in someone else's ear and was looking at me, I will automatically assume that they was gossiping about me, right? And what I start understanding is their opinions of me don't matter, okay? That they don't know me, all right? And what they say, it does not affect me. Like the person that's gossiping about you, like, is it stopping anything? Like, are they stopping your bills from getting paid? Are they stopping you becoming your greatest version of yourself? Are they stopping you from becoming anything that you want out of life? They're not stopping it. So for you to be concerned, and I know sometimes, we all heard this saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And I know sometimes people say some stuff, right? But you have to start understanding who you are and not who they perceive you to be. Oh, honey. Understand who you are and not what they perceive you to be. Okay? Also, when people talk about you, it's all an inner reflection of who they are. Right? Like, for somebody to say some mean stuff about you, they have that within them already. Because you can't talk about somebody if you don't feel that way about yourself, right? Like, it's almost like, how could I identify with something if that's not already within me? You get what I'm saying? Like, how could, if somebody don't know what trifling is, how could they call you trifling? Right? Like, if somebody is calling you a slut, right? How, if they don't know what that is, how could they identify with it? Right? So you may be in your feelings and you may be thinking like, well, this person is, always gossiping about me or always spreading lies about me. Honey, because that's how they really feel about themselves. Once I start understanding that, see, listen, I would take so much like listening to so many personal development tapes, or like in my car I would listen to so many personal development stories. And once I started understanding it, like how things, when people talk about certain things, that's all from a reflection from within, right? Then I started understanding, oh, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's just how they feel about themselves, right? And it's really true. That's really how they feel about themselves. All phenomenal. You got to understand it. You phenomenal. You are amazing. And what they say, it does not hold any weight. Okay. I remember a good friend of mine, right? She had became friends with this girl that used to work in the same vicinity, right? In the same place, in the same building. And the girl who she became friends with, that girl had a friend, right? And that friend, okay, the friend's friend, okay, when she met my good friend, she didn't like her, right? And she didn't know her from a can of paint, honey. She didn't know anything about my friend, okay? She just knew that her friend was friends with my friend, okay? Honey, follow me, okay? And so the friend's friend had a real good job. Okay. She was like a supervisor, she had a real beautiful car and all these things, right? Sometimes we confuse, people for having things and we like, oh, they so happy. Not necessarily. Honey, it is a such thing, and a belief, it is real that misery loves company. Okay. So my friend had got the impression that her friend's friend didn't like her, right? And one of the things she said was, and honey, do not be downplaying yourself. Okay, don't downplay yourself. Don't be like, well, I ain't got nothing, and this girl, she got everything. She got a beautiful home. She got a 2025 Mercedes. She dressed nice. She got, honey, in my experience and what I learned was, just because you have all those things, that do not mean shit. Okay? That don't mean nothing. Okay? Only thing it really means is you have things. Okay? But that does not mean you happy. So my friend, she kept on saying like, why this girl, it's like she don't like me. But she got all this stuff and she worked at a good job. She has a good job and I'm a security guard. Don't you understand that sometimes people would be pissed off with you, not because of what you have, but because of you being happy? You ever call somebody and you talking to the person and stuff like that, and you real happy and jolly, and a person like want to hurry up and get you off the phone because they probably not so happy and jolly, they probably miserable, and you calling them, same as that concept. Okay, so if you thinking like, well, they talking. This girl talking about me, girl, and she got all this stuff, right? Her husband just brought all of this, and all these different things. But she always talking about me. Why don't she like me? The most important question is, honey, why don't you like you? Okay, that's the important question, because you liking you ain't worrying about who ain't liking you. Okay. You knowing who you are, you're not worrying about if they gossiping about you. Because you know exactly who you are. Okay? It's an African proverb. And it goes like this. And I quote it, every now and then. But the African, listen to this. If there's no enemy within, the enemy outside could do no harm. Okay? And that is so true. Okay, that is so, so true. Also, I remember when I would talk about people, right? First of all, after you talk about people, I don't know, you feel a certain type of way, right? Like, I didn't understand. I'm gonna give you guys this story. I would plant so many seeds of gossip that I remember one day I had went to Barnes and Nobles to buy some books. And I thought the people there like was paying attention to me, like they was watching me, like I was so afraid, okay? And that was I guarantee it was because of the seeds that I was planting. Right? When you think that people are, always gossiping about you, sometimes it's because you know what you be doing, boo. Sometimes it's because you be gossiping, right? And so what I started doing was, when people, like, especially in the beginning stages, right? Because I ain't gonna front, afterwards, I start falling off, okay? But in the beginning stages of my spiritual awakening, right? When people would come around me and they would talk about people, I would be like, I don't gossip. I don't gossip, right? And then later on, okay, because I think, like, after you have your awakening, or once you become aware, right, it's more so like a choice if you want to indulge into what you used to do or not. And so, like, I started, talking about people. And also, you got to be very mindful of the type of people you hanging around. Honey, that is golden. The type of people you hanging around, you have to be mindful of them. Because if you hanging around gossipers, you're going to become a gossiper eventually. Okay? And what I noticed is the ones that, sometimes gossip, because when I would be a gossiper, okay, when I would gossip about people, you be afraid that them be going out. Because you be thinking, you be thinking that people talking about your ass, okay? That's what I noticed, So do understand and get, honey, they may be talking about you on their job, but they not paying your bills, okay? Do understand and get, for them to say anything about you, they have to resonate within themselves already. Okay? Understand that. Because the moment you understand that, the moment you're gonna see that what they say, it does not matter. Okay? Some people just, I guess they talk about people, because ain't nothing going on in their damn lives. Well, that would be it, because that's one of the reasons why, I used to do it, because it wasn't really nothing going on in my life. But once I started doing the work on myself, I started seeing, like, how difficult at times it can be, when you just being your authentic self. Okay? Like, when you Even this is another thing. When I had started, stepping out like of my comfort zone, right? One of the things that I had started doing was playing more with my children, okay, and really allowing my inner child to come out, right? Now, if I'm playing, going all down the sliding boards and acting silly and goofy and stuff like that, honey, I ain't got time to gossip about no goddamn body. Okay? I ain't got time to worry about what the damn next person is doing. Okay? If they enjoying their life, honey, you gotta understand is if they enjoying their life, they not gossiping about yours. Okay? If they love how their life is going, they ain't got time to worry about how your life is going. Sometimes the ones that gossip so much, sometimes they got stuff in their closet that they don't want others to see, but they quick to pull out other people's skeletons, okay, in their closet. Honey, couldn't even get it out, okay? But that's what you have to understand. So that don't have nothing to do with you. Honey, live your life. Okay, live your life to the fullest. Do what you came here to do. Okay, because you have a gift. Okay, and you worthy and you are loved. And what they saying ain't about nothing. Okay, what they talking about ain't about nothing. If they living, because once I started living my life, honey, I ain't got time to worry about who's sleeping with who. I ain't got time to worry about what somebody said. Okay, I ain't got time for that. I remember one of my friends, she had came back to me and she had told me what an old co-worker of ours said about me, right? Because, when in the beginning stages of my spiritual awakening, okay, me becoming aware, I didn't give a damn. So my hair would be standing up on my head. Honey, it was times that, one time that I went outside with some boxers on. Okay, it was the summertime, but I went outside with my ex boxers on. Okay, I didn't care. I wanted to be different. I didn't want to be confined to what somebody expected of me. Okay, see, it's free being me. All right, and the guy, he pretty much was like that. I fall off on the deep end or something like that, and I was like, what? Fall off on the deep end? But I had to understand where it was coming from. Right? So when you're doing the work on yourself, you're not certain things people say to you. You could kind of see where it's coming from because you too once was there. Okay. So I hope, honey, this help a sister girl or a sister boy out. Oh, a sister boy. Honey, I hope this help a sister girl or boy out, okay? To understand that it doesn't matter what they say about you. What matters is what you believe that they said about you. That's what matters. It doesn't matter, you worrying about are they talking about you or how they feel about you. Half of the time they not even feeling a certain way about themselves. Or sometimes they feel, they have a self-image about themselves that, is a certain way. And so that's why, yes, the way they see you is a certain type of way. Because how somebody gonna see you as, oh, you kind, you love, you beautiful, all these different things if they just paying attention to hate? How they gonna see you in that limelight? They not gonna see you like that because they not there. And that is okay because we all grow at different times. Okay. And so with that being said, I catch you guys on the next one. Peace.